The toughest crowd to grow out of is the one at the bottom. When my client told me the job she was applying for was that of an account executive for a major advertising firm, it was obvious that such a job would require an authoritative and commanding presence. It would involve persuading clients to buy space, motivating the support team in the art department, and the ability to negotiate deals for special clients with the publisher. I asked her if she shook the interviewer's hand when she entered the room. She said in a sweet, slow Southern drawl, "No, he was sitting down and didn't even stand up when I entered the room. He made no gesture to offer his hand, so I just sat down." Women with real clout understand most negotiations and decisions are based on the perception of power. That is, the control or influence others think you have, whether you have it or not. How many of you feel comfortable to reach your hand out, no matter who you are meeting, look the person square in the eye, and shake their hands and introduce yourself first? And when you're in a meeting with all men, do you stand up with everyone to meet someone new entering the room? Staying seated is one way to guarantee you will be ignored. Introducing yourself with a confident handshake gives you the opportunity to say so much without one spoken word. Lawyers say they know how to negotiate with a client simply by the handshake they receive when the client comes into the office. A limp, weak handshake receives the polite approach, and lawyers know they have the competitive edge on these people. A confident, firm handshake puts them on guard for a challenging negotiation. A handshake is the beginning and end to all business meetings. It is the accepted form of physical contact in a business relationship. A good handshake is much like gripping a tennis racket. Open your hand with your four fingers straight out in line with a straight wrist, so your thumb and fingers make an L shape. The most important part of a business handshake is to connect the curve of your hand all the way into the other person's curve. By not connecting the curved areas, this leaves you vulnerable to a knuckle cruncher. Have you ever had a man squeeze your knuckles? If you had on a ring, wasn't it especially painful? Grip all the way into the curve. Wrap your fingers around the lower blade of the other person's hand and give a good firm grip. Now you can apply as much pressure as you like with absolutely no pain. Add eye contact and a smile, and you will project confidence.